Welcome to Nnresgi Educational Society Group of Institutions Integrated Campus. Department of Civil Engineering. Myself, Suresh Kumar, Assistant Professor in Department of Civil Engineering. In today's lecture, I am going to explain benchmark. What is benchmark and what is GTS benchmark, permanent benchmark, arbitrary benchmark and temporary benchmark. I have told you in the previous class, the benchmark, it is a fixed point of reference whose elevations with respective datum is known as benchmark. It is denoted as BM. So we'll see now one by one what is GTS benchmark, permanent benchmark, arbitrary benchmark and temporary benchmark. See here, benchmark. This GTS benchmark. GTS benchmark is Grand Trigonometrical Survey benchmark. So they are established by Survey of India with very high degree of precision with respective to mean sea level. See, in Hyderabad, we see in Uppal this Survey of India where we get all the maps of India. So this Survey of India will prepare a high degree of precision. Whatever the maps we are preparing, whatever the elevations which will show on that particular maps, that will be with respect to mean sea level. That mean sea level is nothing but a datum. That mean sea level in India is in Mumbai. With reference to that mean sea level, we'll take the elevations. This is my mean sea level. How it is represented, that is in a grid form. So what is permanent benchmark? The permanent benchmark, these benchmarks are established between GTS benchmark, that is that permanent benchmark. They are marked and located on tops of culverts, piers and bridges, kilometer stones and railway platforms. If you see any railway platform, we are going to see that mean sea level, how much higher or below the mean sea level your railway track or platform is placed. Or you can see in the dams, on dams also this permanent benchmark will be mentioned how it is higher than your mean sea level. So in similar way, in piers and bridges also it will be mentioned. They are established by Survey of India or PWD of that area. These two departments will establish these benchmarks in that particular region. That is called permanent benchmark. Now we are coming to know about arbitrary benchmark. What is arbitrary benchmark? These benchmarks are selected on some permanent objects and their elevations are arbitrarily assumed. See, what happens means, if I want to conduct a survey where I did not get any benchmark and there will be no fixed reference to take, according to that reference I can't take these elevations. So there is no benchmark, permanent benchmark as well as GTS benchmark. So where I need to take this arbitrary benchmark. This arbitrary benchmark is nothing but with any fixed structure, either it may be a building, either it may be a temple, either it may be a tower. With reference to that permanent structure, if you are taking any observations, that permanent structure will treat it as arbitrary benchmark. These benchmarks are used in small scale leveling operations. So for small scale, small type of areas, if you want to take an elevations, where we can assume these type of arbitrary benchmarks. These arbitrary benchmarks are not related to GTS or permanent benchmark. So these will not be related to this permanent and this GTS benchmark. Temporary benchmark. What is temporary benchmark? Temporary benchmark, wherever if you want to conduct survey for per day, to that particular day, if you want to conduct survey, we assume one temporary benchmark. Either it may be a building or tower or plant, tree or anything. We assume that for that particular day, not for a whole survey. That is called temporary benchmark. These benchmark are left at the end of the day's leveling operations. So whatever the benchmark you are taking, that will ends at the end of that particular day of survey. The leveling operation for the next day may be continued with respect to the benchmark left previous day. So whatever the benchmark you are lefted previous day, to that again we are taking one more benchmark with reference to of yesterday's benchmark. We conduct the survey, that is called temporary benchmark. Such benchmarks do not have any use later. We can't take permanently. So these all benchmarks will take according to the type of works we are conducting. If you see here, if you observe here, TBM, that is temporary benchmark, day 1. Temporary benchmark, day 2. The temporary benchmark, day 3. This temporary benchmark, day 3, and this temporary benchmark for day 4. If we are conducting a survey of this total area, the surveyor consider these temporary benchmarks for that particular day. After that, again, if you are coming to the next day, you are conducting survey, then I need to go for another temporary benchmark. So this is how we will take these benchmarks. Okay. These benchmarks will have a very prominent role in conducting survey. Without benchmark, we can't conduct any survey, because with reference only we can do survey. Without any reference, we can't do survey. So if you want to prepare any map or any map, the Survey of India have conducted all the maps with reference to the mean sea level, that is in Mumbai. Okay. In the similar way, if you want to conduct a survey or any road survey or building survey or even a plot survey, we need to choose one among these 4. Depending upon a type of a work, we need to choose any one of the benchmark and we need to conduct the survey. Okay. I hope all you understand the importance of this benchmark and what is the role of benchmarks in surveying. Okay. In the next class, we'll see what is levels and we'll see what is leveling instruments we have. Okay. Thank you.